Well then, good morning from the hills of Shillong. We are coming to you live from the iconic MFA ground where the mist is just beginning to lift over a massive match day 2 clash in the RFDL National Group Stages Group A. It is the first game of the day, an 8 a.m. kickoff, and what a matchup we have lined up is Sreenidi Deccan taking on FC Goa. Two sides with very different opening day fortunes, but equally hungry to stamp their authority early in this national campaign. And the energy is definitely youthful. The stakes are already rising because this is the phase where early points can completely shift the complexion of Group A. I'm talking about two teams. First of all, FC Goa, currently sitting at the top of the Group A table after a strong 3-1 win against Diamond Harbour on match day 1. They were clinical, composed, and efficient. And three things you need to succeed in a national group stage. Two goals came from the lively Sean Francis Fernandez, who was everywhere in the attacking third. He combined intelligence with aggression, found pockets of space, and punished mistakes. Remember that third goal scored by FC Goa? There was Sean Francis Fernandez. Even the first one, very quick to react. A shot coming in from distance. The goalkeeper for Diamond Harbour did well, but the danger was still looming in. Ball padded away. Sean Francis Fernandez on spot, scoring with a seasoned veteran's assassin. That was the first goal and the third as well for FC Goa. So the key player to watch out for once again would be Sean Francis Fernandez. And add to that the finish from Kavya Sunil Katkar. That was the second goal for FC Goa. They showed they have multiple scoring outlets. And if you look at their zonal records as well for FC Goa, that tells you exactly why this team has traveled to Shillong with confidence. In 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 10 points. And they scored 7 goals. They conceded just 4. So if you look at that, FC Goa is not a side that probably scores bulk of goals. Their game is all about management, uh, probably just edging out games. And that goes to show you that this team is well drilled. And to top it off, they kept 2 clean sheets in their zonal run. And that stability at the back has carried into this national group stages. And something that's utmost important in national group stages is to have a good defensive unit, backed by a good goalkeeper as well. And a lot of credit for this structure goes to their head coach, Israel Gurung, who has been very deliberate in the way he organizes his team, disciplined without losing the attacking identity Goa are known for. He'll be expecting his side once again to show the same intensity and sharpness right from the opening whistle today. And well then, facing them would be Sreenidi Deccan, hungry to bounce back. Sreenidi Deccan came in wounded but far from broken. They suffered a narrow 3-2 loss to Sudeva Delhi in their opening match, a game where they showed plenty of fight and created more than enough chances to take something away. And their 2 goals came from Dinesh Singh Subham and Sarodai Wadi, both proving that Sreenidi have the firepower to trouble any side in this group. But the biggest story lies today. If they can take down FC Goa, a team who's top of the table, a team who's coming on a good goal scoring streak. And if you watch Sreenidi Deccan and that first goal, Dinesh Singh Subham immediately responding after Sudeva Delhi took the lead. This was Jai Singson who created the assist for Dinesh Singh Subham to finish. So this team, Sreenidi Deccan and FC Goa as well, both of them have got firepower. FC Goa in their white stripes, Sreenidi Deccan in their traditional red stripes, alongside the match referees lining it up together. Just moments away from this 8 a.m. kickoff. But coming back to it, Sreenidi Deccan, the biggest story lies in their zonal dominance. Over 5 zonal games, they put up 3 wins, 2 draws, 11 points, 12 goals scored, only 4 conceded. Remember, they were unbeaten in the zonal stages. They finished top of their zone. They kept 3 clean sheets. And speaking of Dinesh Singh Subham, he was the top scorer in the zonal phase with 4 goals. A player who brings directness, urgency, and an eye for goal. Well then, the match officials for today, the referee Manish Vasist, alongside the assistant Lightstar Khardut and Robin Singh Khangunkar. There's the 2 captains. He's ready for the coin toss now. The captain for Sreenidi Deccan, the familiar figure, that's the under-23 superstar Lomna Singh Zuala, alongside the captain for FC Goa. He's also the under-23 star, that's Jovial Diaz. The forward, the number 7. Well, then two captains, two attacking players, both of them under 23 superstars. Well, if you look at the lineups, there have been a few chopping and changes for Sreenidi Deccan as well. The head coach Alvaro Mota. Saradun Vardy has been awarded for that goal he scored. He is back in the starting 11. Rasung Zuala, Singh Mayum Khan, Lawson Zuala, Dinesh Singh, Levil Zang Melun. There's a look at lineup for FC Goa. The head coach Israel Gurung. Kavya Sunil Katkar drops to the bench. And Shaq Mohammed Ismail, Consumakas Singh in the goal. That's Lionel Darrell Drimney. Sean Francis Fernandez, keep an eye on him as well. Asher Franz Rodriguez, Branson Pereira. It looks like a good team for FC Goa. Sreenidi Deccan, though, they're hungry, they are wounded. They need to make that comeback. And talk about this is only match day 2, but Group A is already shaping up to be intensely competitive. And FC Goa with 3 points can go once again top of the table. They're already top of the table. But remember, if they get the 2 points today, it's going to be they will be sitting comfortably in the driver's seat. That is something FC Goa would be looking to keep on. And Sreenidi Deccan still on 0 points. Know that a defeat today could leave them chasing the pack early, something they'll be desperate to avoid. And talk about the playing conditions in Shillong, slightly cool, bit of moisture on the turf. They tend to reward teams that move the ball quickly and switch play effectively. Both teams like possession, both teams build through midfield. Both have shown they can create chances in bunches. So tactically expect a midfield heavy battle early on. Goa looking to stretch play. Sreenidi hoping to break lines and catch them out in transitions. Well then, here we go. Kickoff is Sreenidi Deccan to get us kicked off. Exciting Group A encounter lined up in front of us. Sreenidi Deccan looking to bounce back. FC Goa looking to once again get all 3 points. We can't wait for the 90 minutes. It's going to be an exciting contest, that's for sure. Right from the get-go. See, Sreenidi Deccan, the idea was to attack from the right-hand side. They want probably that first 10 minutes against Sudeva Delhi. If you remember, they were completely outplayed and dominated by Sudeva. That is first game for Sreenidi Deccan. Sudeva boys were just fantastic, relentless pressing, just dominating Sreenidi Deccan. This is what they would like to avoid today. And the intensity has to be good right from the get-go. Otherwise, FC Goa can dominate them. The early bit of possession right now in favor of Sreenidi Deccan. And this is what you expect from Sreenidi. There are 2 teams. But Sreenidi Deccan, you feel like they are midfield heavy. Lomna Sangzuala, the A23 star, alongside Louis Zhang Melun. We didn't see much of Louis Zhang Melun in the previous game, to be honest. If you've watched Sreenidi in the zonals, you will understand that Louis is a star player, is a key player, is someone who controls the game. FC go on the attack, ball played in inside. Some early chances being created from the right hand side. Remember, FC Goa, they do create chances from right. Previous game as well, 1-2 coming into picture. That was Mervin Dominic Fernandez who assisted the goal scorer Kavya Sunil Katkar was on the bench today. Kavya Sunil Katkar scoring the second goal for FC Goa. But we have seen that right hand side for FC Goa proves to be an exciting outlet. Just settling down into the game, both these sides keeping early possession. Ball played in forward. Good first touch. Could be a shot coming in. Instead lays it off. This is Roshan Zuala now for Sreenidi. Plays a good ball in. Stinks trying to latch. Cleared away. This is good from Sreenidi Deccan though. It would be the first corner for them. It was Jay Singson once again who was trying to latch onto it, the number 24. He's already got 1 assist. Leaves it for Lomna Sangzuala, the captain, who's standing on corner duties. Goes for the shot one. Lomna Sangzuala back to Singson, Poor pass in the end, intercepted. There was Bryson Pereira with the interception. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail trying to play the pass, lost possession. This is Lewis Zangmillan, the creative midfielder. If Sreenidi Deccan have to assert their dominance, Lewis Zangmillan has to come into the game. And throughout the zonals, Lewis Zangmillan was a key threat. Sits just behind those two centre backs. He spreads the play really well, understands. And if you watch Sreenidi Deccan, Lewis Zangmillan who controls their tempo. And so Sreenidi Deccan in the first game, it just felt like the first 15-20 minutes to Delhi. They were just absolutely dominating, and Lewis Zangmillan did not get enough touches. And this time around, they've won the ball, Sreenidi Deccan. This is Jai Singson who's controlling the midfield right now. Once again, Jai Singson trying to tease his way through. Losing position, drops to Lewis Zangmillan. Lewis still holding the ball, lays it off now. Maybe a cross coming in, instead goes back to Lewis. Lewis puts it in. A good start for Sreenidi Deccan though. They have to capitalize on the start, remember. We've seen in the national stages as well as zonals, teams that start the game good, the first 10 minutes become really crucial, often tend to dominate the entire 45 then. And controlling the first half is what we are talking about, right? If you dominate in the first 45, there's chances that you will be very comfortable in the next 45. Something we saw or Sudeva Delhi in the first game against Sreenidi Deccan. I mean, the intensity from Sudeva boys in the first 45 minutes was absolutely amazing. The high pressing, hungry to win the ball, and when they were attacking, finding plenty of outlets. What a ball played this is. Offside flag comes into the picture, but take nothing away from the ball played. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail caught offside on that occasion. He's spreading the play and finding Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, who cannot time his run properly. Well, then who's going to break the deadlock, though? This is Roshan Zuala on the ball. Was instrumental in that first goal for Sreenidi Deccan in the previous game. And now then, FC Goa have won the ball back. This is Bryson Pereira who goes back. Will be a throw-in for Sreenidi Deccan. They're trying to create those chances, FC Goa. Sreenidi and their boys still now in their defensive have been good. And now then chance to break as well. Playing one ball forward, there was Kipgin. Now taking the assist back. Air Bolang, beg your pardon. The number 18. This is Lewis Zangmillan. Sreenidi Deccan puts the ball inside, cleared away. No real danger on that one. Lewis Zangmillan trying to just feed it from the left foot. Well, now then, this is Sajid Khan who goes to the right. Rosing Zuala. Rosing Zuala goes central. Back to Lomna Singh Zuala. Good football from Sreenidi Deccan, just using the entire pitch to their advantage. Shot coming in from distance. Good save. The first meaningful save as well. A good football from Sreenidi Deccan, bringing Lionel Dalil Rimney into it. Lionel did well. He made the first meaningful save of the game. And there you see Sreenidi Deccan. There has been change in their intent. Coming in wounded, losing the previous game 3-2. You see the attacking intent, you see the attacking mindset, don't you? Sreenidi Deccan trying to create some early chances. This is once again Roshan Zuala, who's on corner duties. Goes short, and that's the plan from Sreenidi. They are going short. Once again, ball played in, header maybe coming in. Just flashing wide in the end. But they're working their corners, taking it short, creating some chances for themselves. Sreenidi Deccan. Feels like this could be a long throw in inside the box. There was Singh Mayum Sajid Khan instead went short. Dinesh Singh Subham tussling. FC Goa will emerge with the ball though. Jai Singson now. Jai Singson dispossessed. Time for the Gauls to probably launch a counter-attack. Just slow down. You can see there's a bit of intensity, a bit of hunger in Sreenidi Deccan. Much more organized today, to be honest. And that's the kind of response you wanted. You can look at the shouts coming in from the tactical bench. Press. And pressing is something that lagged in the first game for Sreenidi Deccan. Lost to Sudeva Delhi 3-2. Surprisingly, if you talk about their game, Sreenidi Deccan is the team that likes to dominate the first 10 to 15 minutes, but in that game, so they were completely outplayed them. And now FC Goa once again building from the right hand side. We have talked about it. They're really strong on the right. Bulk of their goals comes from the right. Even if you watch the first game, that was the first goal shot coming in from Consuma casting. That was from the right hand side. The goalkeeper did probably not enough. And now then once again building ball inside the box. Sreenidi Deccan have to be careful. FC Goa, they use a lot of that right hand side to their advantage. Those 1-2, quick 1-2s coming into picture. But coming back to it, there's a man down for Sreenidi Deccan. I'm sure it's going to be okay. Coming back to it, the first goal scored by Sean Francis Fernandez. This was Konsamakas Singh. He took a shot from distance, left foot shot. The goalkeeper for Diamond Harbour patted it away straight to Sean Francis Fernandez, who put that home. And in the second goal as well, Mervyn Dominic Fernandez combining Mervyn Dominic Fernandez, finding pockets of space on the right hand side, putting a ball in. And this was Kavya Sunil Katkar who scored the goal. So there you see the pattern. FC Goa really strong on their right hand side. Tends to create a lot of chances in the opening 10 minutes. It's been thrice now that we have seen them create some openings on the right hand side. Now that Roshan Zuwala running onto it. The defender does well. That was Wesley. Goes back to his keeper. Now then Sajjan Khan with a switch of play. Well, the idea was absolutely perfect. The execution, I'm sure he's going to get it better. FC Goa this time around from the left. This is Jovial. Good first touch from him. Jovial Diaz just could not keep the ball inside the playing area. Indiana 23 superstar Jovial Diaz captaining his side today. Well then this could be costly. This could be costly. Lawson Nangzuala lost his balance. Bryson Pereira is complaining. He feels he was fouled. And the referee sees nothing wrong, lets the game flow on. Bryson Pereira was absolutely furious. He felt like there was this advantage. Lomna Sangzuala, the captain for Sreenidi, losing his balance, going down. With the referee, that's Manish Vashisht. He sees nothing wrong, lets the game flow on. Props to Lomna Sangzuala after losing his balance, and that too on the edge of the box. He did really well to recover from that, and not just recover, held possession as well. Sreenidi Deccan and trying to create something for themselves. And remember, the first goal would be of utmost importance. And I just feel like based on the first 12 minutes or so, it's been Sreenidi Deccan who are looking more threatening. This is Lamgunlal Kipgen with a long throw-in inside the box. And we've already seen long throw-ins can result into some goals. Especially there's a guy called Sumit, plays for Sudeva Delhi. He's already got 2 assists from those long throw-ins in the zonal stages. We see more and more of that, players these days, teams these days, using that long throw-in. What a ball this is though from Lewis Zangmillan to find Roshan Zuwala on the right-hand side. This is where Lewis Zangmillan is such a great player, to be honest. I mean, watch that ball once again on replay. Lewis Zangmillan, the number 13 for Sreenidi Deccan, just pinging one in for Roshan Zuwala. He's a good player. He's a really good player. And the more Sreenidi Deccan can get Lewis Zangmillan into the game, the more they will benefit. This is Suhat Koya, the goalkeeper for Sreenidi. Trying to find the ball onto that right-hand channel. Instead, just goes outside. There you see once again, Sreenidi Deccan, there's the intensity. They won the ball back very early, hungry. Roshan Zuwala fed on now. Roshan Zuwala cuts centrally, trying to feed one ball forward. Dinesh Singh Subham chasing. Dinesh Singh Subham has won the ball. He's still shuffling. Lays it off. Was fighting for option. Dinesh Singh Subham. Now maybe a shot coming in. This is Lomna Sangzuala. Once again, they're probing Sreenidi Deccan. Jai Singh Sin. It was 1-2 coming in. Lost possession in the end. They've won it back though. This is good from Sreenidi Deccan. consistent spell of threatening possession right now. FC Goa have to be careful in that defensive backline. Sreenidi Deccan, just probably not pulling the trigger. You can hear from the touchline. And the head coach was wanting a shot to come in. Instead, they've reworked it. This is Jaydev who goes back to his goalkeeper, Suhat Koya. Well, there could be two critiques. Someone could think there should have been a shot coming in, but, well, now that the attack has broken, Suhat Koya giving it straight back to the goalkeeper for FC Goa, you felt like there should have been a shot coming in. The number 70 for FC Goa has to be careful. That's Karan Fialo. This is Karan Fialo once again. On free kick duties, goes for the short one. Back to Karan. He's working their way in. This is Bryson Pereira. Finds his defender. Well, then the first 15 minutes, you feel like the more threatening side have been Sreenidi Deccan, but you cannot take FC Goa out of it. They can be back in just an instance. This is Fialo once again. Losing possession. Sreenidi Deccan working with it. Lomnasang Zuala, the captain, goes central. Air Bolang has seen plenty of possession in the opening 15 minutes or so. Air Bolang, remember in the previous game, was a bit absent. He was in the starting 11, was then substituted. Running onto it. Rimney has to be careful. He was careful. He was indeed very careful. Very calm under pressure there. Foul in the favor of FC Goa. This is Wesley DSA who's gone down. And the referee Manish Washist just having a few words for Roshan Zuala. No card shown yet. And this is what the question is being asked. That's Mervyn Dominic Fernandez who's asking the referee, you know what, Trev, that should have been a yellow card. But so far, no cards being shown. Once again, winning the possession, Lomnasang Zuala. Really strong to the captain. I'm really impressed by Lomnasang Zuala and his grit today. He knows he's the captain, knows he has to do well. Skipping past challenges. What a run this is, though. What a run, feeding the ball in for Roshan Zuala. Now then, cleared away, but Jai Singson taking nothing away from the run. Jai Singson running to the heart of the defense, feeding Roshan Zuala on the right-hand side. The ball coming in, but cleared away. FC Goa living a bit dangerously right now. Sreenidi Deccan growing into the game. They will get a corner, remember. They've got two corners, both of them been worked short. What's the idea on this one? Feels like Lomnasang Zuala will go long this time around. No experiments. Will put the ball inside the box, that's for sure. Here's Lomnasang Zuala with the corner towards that far post area. Sreenidi Deccan will get a throw in, I believe. This is Sarudai Wadi, and the goal scorer in the previous game. Leaves it for Lamgunlal Kipgin. Lamgunlal Kipgin looking for options right now. Back to Kipgin. Finds his defensive partner. This is Louis Zangmilun. Chipping it forward, cleared away. And there's the FC Goa. Just unable to hold possession. In the last 5 or 6 minutes, we have not seen as much from FC Goa. It's all been Sreenidi Deccan. They're winning the ball back, winning those 50-50 duels. This is Sheldai Wadi on the ball now. Good turn from Jai Singson. Goes back to the number 18. There's Air Bolang. Air Bolang trying to switch play. What a ball this is once again to find Roshan Zuala. It was found. Louis Zangmilun puts the ball inside the box, just unable to find the exact connection he would have wanted. Dinesh Singh Subham tries to keep it inside play, back to Lewis. Falls in kindly, now a shot coming in, blocked away. Could have been the first one. Dinesh Singh Subham latching onto it. Still the possession with, well, should I say now then, FC Goa on the counter. There was Jovial driving it onto the right-hand side. Time for Sreenidi Deccan to put on their defending boots. They have done well. Really strong. This is Air Borlang who's tussling in. And now the referee blows his whistle. Turn into a wrestling match for a short moment. Air Borlang finally emerging with the ball. That was Sheikh Mohammed Ismail who was tussling with Air Borlang. In the end, the referee whistle favors Sreenidi Deccan and Air Borlang. They will continue with the free kick. Right then, at the opening 19 minutes, no disappointment. Louis Zhang though he has to be careful. He is careful for a moment or so. Just a slight scare. Louis Zhang facing his own goal. Went for the skillful play, drag back coming into picture, which he is very confident with Louis Zhang but just has to be a bit more careful. You don't want to concede goals like that. Remember, FC Goa, they have a habit of pouncing. There are some good players in that team. This is Roshan Zuala who's turned really well now. Roshan Zuala lays it off. Now then a shot coming in. There's the shot, goes wide. Good play from Sreenidi Deccan. 20 minutes nearly approaching on the clock. They are threatening right now. They are probing. Keeping the possession, penetrating as well. Ball played in. Shoots from distance. Just does not get the connection they would have wanted. There was Louis Zhang. Sliding tackle from Roshan Zuala. This is Lomna Singh Zuala now. Fedjay Singh Sin. Roshan Zuala has been tremendous in the opening 20 minutes or so. He's been the best player by any distance. Roshan Zuala has been the best player considering how he has. Is the fullback, right? Roshan Zuala has to go up, has to come back. Is helping his team in the attack, is helping them in the defense. This is Roshan Zuala once again who intercepted the ball. So they see Sreenidi Deccan, the intensity today from the boys have been. This is the kind of response you want from a team. And Sreenidi Deccan, now they're showing why they finished their zonals top of the table. Ahead of Kerala Blasters, ahead of Bengaluru FC. I mean, just look at that. In that group, there was Kerala Blasters, Bengaluru FC, South United, PFC Kerala, Real Malabar. And Sreenidi Deccan finishing top. Oh, this could be costly though. This is a poor from Jaidev Sharma. Sreenidi Deccan, they are getting numbers back. But that was really poor from the number 26, Jaidev Sharma. That was like weak and lazy. The ball played it inside the box. In the end, nothing significant coming in for FC Goa, but that's the danger. Sreenidi Deccan, they cannot turn off their focus, and you cannot give chances like that. Jaidev Sharma has to be much more focused. You're starting in the defensive line, and when the team is playing so good in the attacking third, you don't want your defense to make an error, and that's the last way you want to concede a goal, by making an error. And Jaidev Sharma knows better. Suhad Koya Thangal is on the goal kick right now for Sreenidi Deccan. He's been good. Suhad Koya, and to be honest, has not been really tested so far. Credit to Sreenidi Deccan, the way they are winning the ball back once again. Just feels like FC Goa, they're not ready for this. A bit dazed right now. And Sreenidi Deccan on the other side. And they're winning those balls really well. This is Louis Zhang. Goes back to his defender. Jaidev Sharma on the ball now. Jaidev going forward. This is a good ball in. Just the first touch a bit too heavy. There was Lamgunlal Kipgen, unable to control the ball onto his feet. Alright then. Throw in taken by Karan Fialo. FC Goa emerging with the ball. This is good from FC Goa. They have to have a bit of sustained spell of possession. Jovial goes back to Konsamakat Singh, who in turn finds Wesley. Back to Konsamakat Singh. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Has to be careful though. There was a curling ball in. With no trouble in the end for Lionel Dalal-Rimney. This is probably a good sustained spell of possession for FC Goa. They have lost it though. Sreenidi Deccan emerging with it from the left-hand side. Bolang now. Trying to just combine with that 1-2, losing possession in the end. And now then Jovial is on the run. But so is Singh Mayum Sajjan Khan, who read the danger early. Fed Suhat Koya. who is very comfortable in possession. Sreenidi Deccan working their way out once again from the back. It's good from Sreenidi Deccan though. You watch that sequence once again. Suhad Koya was calm under pressure. He's working his way out. Well, now then, once again, there's plenty of spaces to exploit into. Still holding the possession. Islam Gullal keep getting tussling. Breaks to Jai Singson who can take a shot. Instead tries to lay it off. Lomna Singh Zuala probing, shooting from distance. Up and over. Up and over from Dinesh Singh Subham. Was that Dinesh Singh Subham, right? That was Dinesh Singh Subham. Lomna Singh Zuala feeding Dinesh Singh Subham, who took a shot, and all he needs is one chance. He's so close as well. That strike was pure. As effortless from Dinesh Singh Subham, just not able to direct it on target. This is good football though. And sometimes you feel like Sreenidi Deccan, they take too much time. Jovial is running once again, trying to get onto the end of this. Singh Mayum Sajid Khan, strong shoulder struck from him. He's a really strong defender, Sajid Khan. But coming back to it, sometimes you feel like Sreenidi Deccan and their players take too much time. You feel like Lomna Singh Zuala, with the kind of quality he has. This is Lewis once again. He was pressurized by two players from FC Goa. There were Sean Francis Fernandez and Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Lewis emerging with the ball. And now then Rusing Zuala. Look at this play from Rusing Zuala. Really strong, trying to feed Dinesh Singh Subham, losing possession in the end. Good football though. FC Goa now trying to build from the back. But coming back to it, Lomna Singh Zuala, Louis Zangmil, sometimes these players have to take their shot. Because their passing game is so good, they want to work their way through the goal. And that's good to see. This beautiful football that Sreenidi Deccan are playing right now. And two of their main players, Lomna Singh Zuala and Louis Zangmil, in the midfielders. Sometimes you feel like you have to have just a small bit of directness into your play. Take your shots from distance, considering how good these players are and how good their shots are. So I think this could be dangerous though. This could be dangerous. FC Goa pouncing. Shot coming in from distance. They're lucky right now, Sreenidi Deccan. Those kind of errors would be punished. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail with a shot. Fed in by Sean Francis Fernandez. Good first touch from Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Shot coming in just off target. But this is how quickly the game could change. Doesn't matter who's the better team on the paper. Doesn't matter who's had better statistics. And Sreenidi Deccan, one moment of lapse, and the game could change. There has been a substitution for FC Goa though in the meanwhile. Sangam Subhash has come in. So the head coach Israel Gurung, he has acknowledged that something is not working into his favor. Drops in the substitute. Sangam Subhash Shite. Well, then Mervyn Dominic puts the ball inside the box, clear away. Slotting straight into that defensive role, Sangam. He won the ball back. His first touch, the first contribution is not so good. Roshan Zuala now. And back to Lomna Singh Zuala. Roshan Zuala emerging with the ball. He's been tremendous, feeding Dinesh Singh Subham, continuing his overlapping run. Dinesh Singh Subham cuts inside, finds the ball to Singson, who in turn finds the pass on this left-hand side to Kipgin. Air Bolang now tussling. Air Bolang shooting, blocked away. Good football. Once again from Sreenidi. Whenever they're attacking, you can see their ideas. Plenty of option, plenty of variety. Lomna Singh Zuala will stand on this free kick right now. Too far to probably think for a shot, that's for sure. You never know these days. These players train a lot of heavy duty. And those legs have a lot of muscles. But I'm sure this will be a ball inside the box. Lomna Sangzuala and Lewis. Lewis has left it now. It's going to be Lomna Sangzuala. Just floats that one in. Jovial will clear his line for FC Goa. Straight back to Lomna Sangzuala though. Finds Rosangzuala. Rosangzuala feeding it on to the right to Dinesh Singh Subum. Beg your pardon, that was Singh Mayum Sajid Khan. Finds Jaidev. Jaidev spreading one. And the idea was to find Lamgunlal Kipgen. Kipgen playing as the left back today. Good turn though from Mervyn Dominic Fernandez. Back to Mervyn. This is Sangam, the substitute. Bryson Pereira on the ball for FC Goa. And Bryson just lays it off. Good spell of possession from FC Goa. But they've lost it. They have lost it. Could be deadly. Sreenidi Deccan pouncing. Shoots from distance. Poor effort in the end. There was Lamgunlal Kipgen. He knows he has to do better. He did well though, winning the ball back for Sreenidi Deccan. But in the end, there has to be better options than that. Or if you're shooting, you have to shoot with more conviction. But Lamgunlal Kipgen take nothing away from the play. Winning the ball for Sreenidi Deccan. And just that finishing touch missing from their gameplay right now. And remember, we have talked about this. When the sun is shining, make hay. And the sun is shining right now for Sreenidi Deccan. And they are creating those chances. Jovial Diaz trying to run onto it. Jaidev Sharma will collect. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Coming back onto Sreenidi Deccan. They're enjoying such good spell of possession. And they have to create something significant out of it. This is Jovial Diaz. Was found Bryson Pereira. Bryson Pereira has been caught offside. That was not expected. And just lack of focus right now, I believe, from FC Goa and their players. Jovial Diaz, we have not seen much from him. Playing predominantly on this left-hand side, Jovial. He's the captain today, would be looking to create something for his team, considering how Sreenidi Deccan have had their dominance on this game. Mervyn Dominic Fernandez finds a good ball in. Tussling. Goes down. This will be a free kick, that's for sure. Could be the yellow as well. It is a yellow card. It felt like this could be a yellow card coming in. Air Bolong has been booked. Fouling Ashraf Franz Rodriguez. And the referee says, you know what, time for the first yellow card of the game. 31 minutes on the board. And there you have the first yellow card. Manish Vashisht reaches out to his pocket, books the air Bolong for the tackle on Ashraf Franz Fernandez. Nothing serious, Joe. It's good to continue. Operating in some pockets of space from the right hand side. Ball played in as well. Straight to Suhat Koya though. Jovial Diaz was making that run. So you see the idea from FC Goa, especially from the right hand side. They have those outlets. Find them in pockets of spaces, then putting a ball inside the box. Jovial Diaz attacking. It's just not happening for them. And probably they'll be hoping for the halftime to come in. And if the score remains 0-0 at the halftime, FC Goa will consider themselves to be happy. Because Sreenidi Deccan, they have created bulk of the chances. Really love the way Sreenidi Deccan are holding possession right now. Just using the entire pitch to their advantage. One-touch football. And Lomna Sangzuala standing in the heart of it. Louis Zhang Milnun as well. Suhat Koya though. Straight from the goal. Just shoots it away. This is Sangam. Who's on throw-in duties. And there's the confirmation for Air Bolong receiving that yellow card. Well, the Gores are trying to create something significant for themselves, but most of their position play has been either sideways or backwards, and not able to penetrate the heart of that Sreenidi Deccan's defense. And bulk of it has been because that offensive line is pressing really well, something we did not see in the first game. And there you see Alvaro Andre Cerejo in Grosso Mota, the head coach for Sreenidi Deccan. There's the response he wanted, and there's the organization he's got from his team. Because in the previous game, they were really poor. Now that Rosangzuala wins the ball, Now a shot may be coming in. Instead feeds the ball in. Poor pass. Should have gone for the shot. He was caught in two mind Roshan Zuala. And that's the first time today I've seen Roshan Zuala making an error. As FC Goa try and break once again. Jovial Diaz has gone down. But they're breaking. Bryson Pereira finding a pass onto the right hand side. It's good football. This is Sheikh Mohammed Ismail turning and twisting. Finding a ball inside the box now. Suhat Koya collects. This is good football from FC Goa though. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail is always running from that right hand side, trying to create something. Roshan Zuala, he's seen plenty of the ball, to be honest. And considering he's a fullback, you then understand how Sreenidi Deccan play. Their fullbacks get involved a lot. Kipgen from that left hand side, Roshan Zuala from the right hand side. And the two central defenders, Jaydev Sharma and Singhmayum Sajid Khan. Alongside the midfielder, this is Jai Singson. Jai Singson works a good 1-2. Jai Singson feeding Dinesh Singh Subam, was found. Jai Singson on the turn. Just lost his balance. Good football from Sreenidi Deccan once again. Jai Singson first of all combining with Roshan Zuala, that 1-2 coming into picture. Then feeding Dinesh Singh Subam, who in turn finds Jai Singson. Was trying to control the ball on the turn, just losing his balance in the end on the edge of the box. 35 minutes on the board now, still 0-0. Waiting for the first goal of the game. Is it Louis Zhangmillan on the ball? Louis Zhangmillan once again with his familiar ball in. What a ball this is once again to find Roshan Zuala. This guy is an absolute superstar, Louis Zhangmillan. But Roshan Zuala in the end just a wasteful pass. That's twice now. Maybe a bit of tired leg coming into picture. He's been running effortlessly. So industrious. But that's where Roshan Zuala lost the possession but came back, recovered it. And this good character from this young man. But coming back to it, Louis Zhangmillan, that's twice now that from the central areas, he's just looked up and then played an inch perfect delivery to Roshan Zuala. This guy is potential superstar and they're making good one-touch football once again. There was Lomna Singh Zuala combining with Jai Singson. This is where Sreenidi Deccan is so good. This is what we saw in the national, beg your pardon, in the zonal stages. And to be honest, FC Goa, they have not played football. Yes, they have created a few chances. Yes, they have looked threatening. But it's all been Sreenidi Deccan, the kind of football we're seeing from them. And now then chance for FC Goa to launch something of their own. But losing possession, shot coming in from distance, up and over. Louis Zhangmillan had a look, had a shot as well. Just unable to direct his shot on target. Louis Zhangmillan, the number 13, who we've been praising a lot, and why not? A player of his caliber deserves all the praises. And been seeing him right from the get-go, right from the zonal stages. And he's one for the future, Louis Zhangmillan. He's just so calm. And probably comparisons are not what we are looking into, but for young fans or for fans tuning in, if you want to associate Louis Zhangmillan with a player, it feels like there's a mix of Sergio Busquets from Barcelona in him. The way he just controls the play. It's just so effortless, Louis Zhangmillan. A drop of shoulder, receiving the ball on the turn, just sitting over there. And now then once again, this is Louis Zhangmillan working a 1-2. Just losing his balance in the end. Probably too much praise. Commentator curse coming into picture. It's all Sreenidi Deccan right now, to be honest. The Singhmayum Sajid Khan finds Jaydev. Jaydev has to be careful. There was a shot pass to Sarudai Wadi. Good ball in now. Not on the same wavelength, trying to find Roshan Zuala. I believe the idea was Roshan Zuala not making that run forward in the end. Maybe a bit tired. Well then, the kind of player he is, Roshan Zuala, he's not going to be tired. Keeps on running effortlessly. High industry player. Look at his work rate, you will understand the story. As there's a man down though. Is that Jaidev who's gone down? That is Jaidev Sharma, a central defender who's gone down. And time for a cooling break right now for FC Goa, and they need it. Israel Gurung would be talking to his boys. He's already thrown one substitution in. And the number 67, Sangam Subhash Shetty, has come in. Well then, this has been goalless so far, but the quality of football on display, you cannot complain about that. This is Preston Pereira who finds Joel Diaz. Joel goes back to Preston Pereira, who's just lost possession. Lewis. Back to Lewis, who goes to his central defenders. Right now, Jaidev Sharma is receiving treatment, so is Sajan Khan and Sarudai Wadi in the defensive line. Ball floated in forward. This is a good ball once again. Foul should be. Yes, it is. Jai Singson goes down. This is Louis Zangwilan once again finding his partner in crime, fellow midfielder. Jai Singson being pushed from behind goes down in the end. Well then, Rusang Zuala alongside Lomnasang Zuala plotting on this free kick. You feel like he's going to be the captain. Well, he leaves it for Rusang Zuala. That's interesting. So the regular set piece taker, Lomnasang Zuala, has left this. And it's going to be the fullback, the right back. Rusang Zuala, who will swing his right foot onto this one. Expect a good delivery inside the box. Here's Rusang Zuala with the delivery header. Good try. Sreenidi Deccan trying to create something. Rusang Zuala with the corner, just fed in. Header comes. That's Air Bolang, I believe. Just drifting wide in the end. 41 minutes on the board now as Preston Pereira continues the attack for FC Goa. Just too much. Not happening for them. Not happening for FC Goa. A pat on the back for Preston Pereira. It's just not happening today. I mean, don't want to be too critical, too harsh on FC Goa, but with the kind of performance we saw in the first game, they're chasing shadows right now. Just a mirror of their previous game. Singson turning, twisting Singson. Goes back to his midfield partner, Louis Zangwilan. Louis from the left foot trying to just feed Kipgen. Intercepted. There's Dinesh Singh Subam dropping, and not just dropping, holding possession as well. So if you've got a striker of the caliber of Dinesh Singh Subam who can drop back, who can create those chances. Jaidev Sharma is back on the pitch now. This is Jaidev, who's receiving treatment. Spreading the ball in. This is Kipgen now on the ball. Good football. Takes on his defender. Goes down in the end. Nothing coming significantly. All right then. 3 minutes remaining of the normal time. And talking about the Reliance Foundation Development League, rapidly becoming one of India's most crucial youth football programs. And you can see how these boys are benefiting from it. Consistent game time, national exposure, and a structured pathway for the country's biggest and brightest talent. And the idea was pretty simple. It's designed to bridge the gap between academy football and professional first-team involvement. It's FC Goa trying to create something for their very own, but they've lost possession once again. Sreenidi Deccan back on the attack now. Rusang Zuala once again on his bike. He's been found. Goes central. This is Lomnasang Zuala feeds Lewis. Lewis just lofting it up for Kipgen. Kipgen looking for options. Goes back to Sarudai Wadi. This is Lomnasang Zuala now. Zuala floating one forward. This is a good first touch. Well, just unable to get the ball in his control. Jess Singson felt like it was good first touch, but in the end just fell behind. What a ball though from Lomna Sangzuala to find Jess Singson. There you see Sreenidi Deccan creating those chances. There has to be a goal coming in now. And if they can score that just on the cusp of half-time, what a way to go into that dressing room. Losing possession though, Jess Singson, FC Goa on the break. This is a good ball release. What a ball that is from Brian Pereira. But in the end, just unable to control. Take nothing away from Bryson Pereira. Just a few moments ago, you saw Bryson Pereira trying the switch of play. And the idea was right. The pass was not on point. Ended up being a throw-in for Sreenidi Deccan. But this time around, Bryson Pereira from inside his own half. That was an inch-perfect delivery. And there you see, he's got the quality. It's just that not been his day so far. Jovial Diaz now winning the ball from Sujan Khan. Still Jovial Diaz. Goes down inside the box. The referee sees nothing wrong. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail puts the ball inside. Cleared away from Sardar Wadi. But there you see, that's what it needs. Bryson Pereira. Still Bryson Pereira. Feeds it in. Losing possession in the end. FC Goa though, whenever they get those chances, they look really dangerous. Dinesh Singh Subham now feeding the ball in forward. Coming back to it, FC Goa, whenever they get those kind of chances, you feel like they're a deadly team. I mean, just saw Jovial Diaz breaking from the left-hand side, taking on Singh Mayum Sajan Khan. Not seen much from them, to be honest. 3 minutes at a time. That's what the officials have pointed out. It's good suspended possession from FC Goa. Bryson Pereira in the middle of everything right now. Football. Ball inside the box. Suhat Koyatangal grabs it and releases it early, but good from FC Goa. Towards the end of this first half, there is some life in the Gores. Trying to create some chances. Could be deadly though. Back pass cleared by Suhat Koyatangal. Sreenidi Deccan, they don't want to concede. And imagine a team that's dominated the first half goes on to concede courtesy of an error. Just on the brink of halftime, Roshan Zuala now. Lugged in closely by Sangam. Roshan Zuala does well, goes back to his defenders. Working possession right now. Back to Jay Singson. Jay Singson looking to turn. Sangam has won the ball back. This could be high boot. Referee now finally blows his whistle. Not on the initial challenge though. Felt like Sangam had his boot raised a bit dangerously. The referee saw nothing wrong onto it. Jovial Diaz coming together with Jai Singson in the end. Sreenidi Deccan have been awarded a free kick. Lomna Sangzuala takes his shot back to Lewis. I beg your pardon, that was Jai Singson. And now the defenders working it among themselves. Talk about Sreenidi Deccan and the first half performance. I'm sure they have been, well, Alvaro Andre Sergio and Grosso Mota, the head coach, would be happy. It's just that the goal is not coming. I mean, you can play good football, you can play eye-pleasing football, but it doesn't matter if there's no goal coming in. Because FC Goa, all they need is just one to win this. And they'll be happy. And probably the happier among the two sides going into the dressing room with 0-0. Considering how Sreenidi Deccan have played the better football. Jovial Diaz now trying to combine something. This is Mervyn Fernandez. Mervyn lays it off. Konstamakat Singh. Back to Mervyn. Good football from FC Goa. This is Sangam. Mervyn. Konstamakat Singh. FC Goa creating some Possession-based football towards the end of the first half. Have to be careful though. Have to be careful. It is good football from Sreenidi Deccan. A back pass to Lomna Sangzuala, who's found Rosing Zuala on the right-hand side. Puts the ball inside the box. Poor delivery. But take nothing away from that play. And that's it. The end of the first 45 minutes at the MFA ground here in Shillong. It remains goalless after the end of the first 45, but take nothing away from both the teams, especially Sreenidi Deccan. After losing to Sudeva in the first game, they needed a response, and there's a response. The end of the first 45, Sreenidi Deccan nil, FC Goa nil. And the halftime statistics would be really interesting to find. Just feels like Sreenidi Deccan have controlled the possession, and there's the head coach, Alvaro Andre Grosso Mota, applauding the performance from Sreenidi boys. He knows that apart from the goal, they have played flawless football. And there's the statistics showing the Deccan 57% possession for them, 5 chances, 3 shots on target for FC Goa, 43% ball possession, 2 chances, 1 shot on target. How will the second half pan out? Will Sreenidi Deccan continue their performance and finally find that goal? Or will FC Goa gains the run of the play? A shock, Sreenidi Deccan. Stay tuned with us. Second half action coming really shortly. We will leave you with the highlights. We will be back in less than 15 minutes. Well then, welcome back to the MFA ground in Shillong, where it's all square at 0-0 after a balanced but intriguing first 45 minutes in this Group A clash. And neither side has managed to break the deadlock, but both have shown enough signs that the second half could open up very quickly. And immediately you saw substitution coming in from FC Goa. That's number 14, Wellington Fernandez was been brought on, so Israel Gurung wasting no time right from the get-go, right from the start of the second half, bringing Wellington Fernandez. Wellington Fernandez, obviously a midfielder. How could that change now? What would be the formation? Interesting to find. But coming back to Sreenidi Deccan, they went into the break with the upper hand in terms of control. 57% possession, 5 chances created and 3 shots on target. They have been the more progressive side, moving the ball with confidence through midfield and testing that FC Goa defense with sharp combinations around the box, especially Louis Zangmilun, Jai Singson, and Lomna Singzua, the 3 midfielders who have done well. Well, right then, about to continue, FC Goa will get us kicked off in this second half. What will be the story? Will Sreenidi Deccan take the lead, or will FC Goa gains around the play? Strike first. The next 45 minutes will tell us the story. FC Goa versus Sreenidi Deccan continues. There's the confirmation of the substitution. Wellington comes in. Jovial Diaz has been taken on, surprisingly. Jovial Diaz did not have the best of the first half, but still, a player of his caliber. Remember, he was the captain starting on Jovial, but probably the head coach Israel Gurung not happy with his performance, or let's say a bit of tactical substitution. Jovial Diaz was starting on the left-hand side. Interesting to see if Wellington Fernandez starts exactly in that left-hand side, or there's a bit of changing and chopping in. As Wellington Fernandez wins the ball, his first meaningful contribution. There you see, he's set from the dressing room. He wants to get on the ball early, wants to create something for FC Goa, because mostly it's been Sreenidi Deccan. This is good from FC Goa, though, to start off this second half. Building the attack from the right-hand side. Now then, Sreenidi, chance for them to break. Running with it is Louis Zangmilun to the heart of that defense. Just unable to thread a perfect pass. Shot coming in as well. There's Lewis, I believe, with a shot. But there you see Sreenidi Deccan. We talked about sometimes Sreenidi and their midfielders can take shots. And there was Louis Zangmilun with the shot from distance. And this is what you have to see more from Sreenidi Deccan, because they have got plenty of talent on that pitch. And now, since they have lost the first game, it becomes utmost important that they rebound and win this one. Good football. Now a shot coming in, curling, just wide. This is good from Sreenidi Deccan in the first 3 minutes or so. Left foot shot from distance. Just going off target. There was Lomna Sangzwala, the captain, curling it in, looking for that far corner. Good football. Jai Singson has done well. Kipgen makes the overlapping run. Singson goes central, back to Singson. Singson slides it in. Shot now, maybe. Dinesh Singh Subham. Probably you think there should have been a left foot shot coming in. What a ball that was from Singson, just sliding it in, feeding Dinesh Singh Subham. This is so good from Sreenidi Deccan right now. Stay enjoying themselves, sustain spell of possession. But this time around they've lost it. Well, now then, Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, chance for him to break. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail taking on Sardar Wadi, but there comes Jaidev Sharma. The central defender emerging with the ball. Jaidev Sharma, that was needed because Sheikh Mohammed Ismail was taking on his defender. There was Sardar Wadi who needed support, and Jaidev Sharma came in time. And now then, this is Kipgen, who's found himself in plenty of spaces. Kipgen has got support. Kipgen goes central. Jai Singh Singh loses possession. FC Goa's turn to emerge with the ball. And those sliding tackle coming in from Sreenidi boys, and they've won the ball. This is Lomna Singh Zuala trying to feed Singh in poor pass in the end, just too heavy. They need one combination, that's it. One combination to break the deadlock. FC Goa trying to build once again. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Good feed from Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, finds Mervyn Fernandez. Mervyn keeps the ball inside play. This is number 99, this Ashraf Franz. Feeds Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, but there comes a crunching tackle once again. And Jaidev Sharma, he's been good in that centre-back role. You saw 2 tackles, and second one just coming right now. And Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, a crunching tackle, sliding in. So he's enjoying himself now. Jaidev Sharma had a slight niggle in the first half. A small injury concern, but he's okay and he's back in action. This is Mervyn Fernandez. Mervyn Fernandez sitting in the heart of that midfield right now for FC Goa. Back to Mervyn Fernandez. Switches the play. Good ball played in. The first touch could have been better from Sheikh Mohammed Ismail though. Dinesh Singh Subham chasing. This could be troublesome. This could be troublesome. In the end, Lionel Del Remnai does well. And the goalkeeper, for a moment or so, his heart would have been in his mouth. Dinesh Singh Subham chasing. And now then, Sheikh Mohammed Ismail once again on the ball. Tracked closely by Sardar Wadi. Finds Ashraf Rodriguez. Ashraf Rodriguez loses possession. Back to Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. He's got support in the form of France. Ball played inside the box. Cleared away by Jaidev Sharma. FC Goa now growing in confidence. Wellington Fernandez strongly. And Wellington Fernandez has gone down to substitute. He's holding his knee over there. The referee saw nothing wrong, but Wellington Fernandez feels like he's in a slight discomfort, but he's going to be okay. And that's good to see. Jai Singh just offering him his hand. Wellington Fernandez getting up quickly. Just a small niggle, a small knock, and he's okay to continue. Jaidev Sharma, who's been rock solid in that defense, has made a few passes that could be questionable, but he's made up with his strong tackles. He's tall, he's strong. Jaidev reads the game well. And now then, ball played in up and over, running onto it. This could be a chance. Shot coming. Side netting. There's Dinesh Singh Subham once again. He's got that electric pace onto him. Dinesh Singh Subham. Lomna Singh Zuala finding one ball forward. Dinesh Singh Subham running with pace. Could he have squared the run in the center, instead went for the shot? Yeah, Bolang was making that run. You cannot question Dinesh Singh Subham, right? He's the striker. He's playing in this team for one role only, and that's to finish. He went for the shot, side netting, but they're getting close, Sreenidi Deccan. They're getting really close. And trying to break that deadlock. And losing possession now. Because Asher That's Asher Franz Rodriguez. Who's gone down. FC Goa will get a free kick in their favor. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail standing over it alongside Bryson Pereira. Feels like it's going to be Bryson Pereira who's going to deliver a right foot ball inside the box. Maybe a curling one inside. Could be Sheikh Mohammed Ismail as well. But there you see Sheikh Mohammed Ismail leaving it to Bryson Pereira. Right then. What is Bryson Pereira plotting over this one? Goes for the shot instead, maybe. Hits the post. That was close. Replays will tell us the story. Bryson Pereira putting this one in. Wow, that was so close. It hits the post. Here's the crossbar from that free kick. FC Goa. You cannot take them away from the game. Yes, Sreenidi Deccan have controlled possession. Yes, Sreenidi Deccan have been looking more likely. This is Kipken now on the break. Kipken goes central. Finds Jessingson. Jessingson can take a shot from distance. Takes a deflection, I believe. No, it does not. Yes, so that was a poor effort. He's got too much power onto a Jessingson, but that's good. Even though it went up and over, but this is what you're wanting to see from Sreenidi Deccan. You want them to take more shots, and now they're taking their shots. Jessingson finding himself in space, loading and shooting. Now then, so close. Sreenidi Deccan knocking on the door. Sreenidi Deccan creating those chances. There was Roshan Zuala getting closer now. On the defensive line. Has to be careful for FC Goa. Sreenidi Deccan are looking poised right now. Want to score that goal. Back onto it. Losing possession though in the end. It goes down. The referee blows his whistle in the favor of FC Goa. Well, then where is that first goal coming from? And who's scoring that first goal? Do let us know in the comment section. And plenty of fans tuning in. A bit of appeals over there. The referee acknowledges it. But do let us know in the comment section for all the fans tuning in this game. Sreenidi Deccan with FC Goa. 234 people on live stream. Who's going to score the first goal? Is it going to be FC Goa against the run of the play? Or will it be the familiar name Sreenidi Deccan? Drop in your comments. This is Kipken, who chops back and loses his balance, but does well in the end. Finds Sardai Wadi, the defender. This is Jaidev Sharma for Sreenidi Deccan. Jaidev floating one forward, losing the possession, but they've won it back. Kipken feeding one forward. Now then, air ball long. Plenty of space to run into from his left-hand side. Air ball long. Could this be the first one for Sreenidi Deccan? Air ball long cuts. Not happening. Yeah, Bolong was found in plenty of spaces, acres of spaces, if I may say. Tried cutting inside, tried shooting. Now then, Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, end-to-end stuff. FC Goa on the attack. Lays it off centrally, loses possession. The referee blows his whistle. Will be a free kick in. A really promising position for FC Goa. 58 minutes on the board. This could lead into something significant. Well, he's brought it back for the previous challenge. So you felt like the second challenge was closer to the central area on the edge of the box, but the referee has brought it for the initial challenge, which was wider towards the right-hand side. Suhat Koya is just organizing his ball right now, as once again this is Bryson Pereira. Remember the last time Bryson Pereira took a free kick? That was inch perfect. FC Goa hit the crossbar. Once again, this is Bryson Pereira on free kick duty. He's lofting it up. Header comes in. Danger looming. Danger looming. Still looming. That's the first one. Against the run of the play, FC Goa have taken the lead. They have stunned Sreenidi Deccan. The deadlock has been broken and it's Wesley who scores the goal from the free kick, breaks in kindly. Wesley arrives on spot, falling down, losing his balance, but still puts it in the back of the net. FC Goa rejoice. Finally, the deadlock has been broken. Wesley, the number 18, is celebrating the goal. Sreenidi Deccan, for all their possession, for all their statistics, have been stunned. This is what you talk about, right? This is what you talk about in football. I mean, you can have all the possession, you can have all the statistics, but if you do not score the goals, you will be hurt. And in that first half, in the second as well, with the kind of chances that Sreenidi Deccan were creating, you feel like they should have taken their chances, because now they have to score 2 goals if they want to win this game. But probably sometimes conceding a goal could work in your favor, and I know that sounds a bit, how could conceding a goal work in your favor? But sometimes teams like Sreenidi Deccan do wake up after going 1-0 down, when you know you have been the better team, when you know you have been creating chances, when you have held possession much more, and still you go down. Sometimes that's a wake-up call, that's a warning sign, alarm bells ringing in, and that's where the team can play better football. Well, they are playing better football, to be honest. It's just that the goals are not coming in, the clinicality is missing. They have taken their shots. In the second half as well, we saw a shot from Dinesh Singh Subam, shot from Roshan Zuala. Once again, a free kick. Bresson Pereira, he's dangerous with those free kicks. We have seen it, got plenty of options in that right boot. Bresson Pereira takes shot this time around. And now then cross coming in. Plenty of players attacking. This is Sreenidi Deccan now breaking. Losing possession though. Sean Francis Fernandez finds Consumakas Singh. This is Bresson Pereira who cuts in. Bresson Pereira finds Wellington. Wellington goes on the wings. Back to Wellington. Good one-touch football. Wellington combining. This time around will be a throw-in for FC Goa, onto which Consumakas Singh would like to roll his shoulders and arms. Back to Consumakas Singh. Good football. FC Goa, you can see they're growing in confidence now. Shot from distance. Wellington Fernandez high on confidence. And the substitute brought in at the end of the first half, or should I say in the beginning of the second half. He's not afraid to take a shot. He's got the captain's armband from Jovial Diaz. Remember, Jovial Diaz was substituted. Wellington Fernandez taking on the captain's armband from Jovial Diaz. Ashraf Franz Rodriguez with a strong header, intercepting that goal kick from Suhad Koya. But Sreenidi Deccan, can they find something of significance now after going 1-0 down? Could this be a wake-up call for them? And if then, who's going to score the first goal? Dinesh Singh Subam, like probably one of the contenders. Has already scored 1 goal in the previous game against Sudeva Delhi. He scored 4 goals in the zonals. Dinesh Singh Subam, lost some. Zuala has got 3 goals in the zonals. Has not scored any in the nationals so far. But now you can see FC Goa fresh from their goal scoring exploit. High in confidence. This is Kipken who's been found. Kipken has got support. Kipken goes inside, plays the ball in. Now shot maybe coming in, drags it wide. Sreenidi Deccan, after going 1-0 down, there's the response, but still off target. Yeah, Kipken going forward, sliding one ball in. There was Dinesh Singh Subam with the shot. In the end, just drifting wide. Creating those chances once again, Sreenidi Deccan, but chances are not enough. Now they have to convert those chances into goals, that's for sure. But take nothing away from that run from Dinesh Singh Subam. You see Kipken going central, drifting with the ball, and Dinesh Singh Subam making that run inside the pocket of spaces. Kipken finding him, just that finishing touch missing. Oh, Jadev Sharma has been beaten. FC Goa pouncing. Could be a chance for the second. Shoots from distance, up and over in the end. You can see the head coach Israel Gurung on the touchline. He's a bit furious. I won't say he's furious. He's just saying, you know what, just laces through it. And that was the number 25, Sean Frankson Fernandez, who's already scored 2 goals in the previous game. Is Sean on the right-hand side, taking a shot from distance. Not troubling Suhad Koya. At least he would have wanted the head coach Israel Gurung that he tests the goalkeeper Suhad Koya, who's been beaten once from close range. Sreenidi Deccan emerging with the ball now. This will be a foul, that's for sure. Yes, it is. Ashraf Franz Rodriguez shoved from behind. The referee in prime position blows his whistle. FC Goa will get a free kick. 65 minutes on the board. The last quarter of the game remaining. The last quarter for Sreenidi Deccan to rescue this game. At least get 1 point from this. Kipgen wins possession. Goes back to Jadev. This is Lewis, who nutmegs and finds Kipgen. Kipgen in turn loses possession. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail emerges with it for FC Goa. Good football. Back to Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, who's got plenty of space on this right-hand side. Puts the cross inside the box. FC Goa will recycle possession. Step over coming in. Shot. Suhad Koya collects. Israel Gurung is happy, the head coach. Applauds the effort. And FC Goa, they have been much better in the second half. And after scoring the first goal, you can see the confidence level rising. This is what goals do to a team. Goals can change the entire mood as Dinesh Singh Subham is chasing. Dinesh Singh Subham! So close, Sreenidi Deccan once again. Everything for them apart from that goal. What do they have to do to score that one? Dinesh Singh Subham chasing. Just unable to keep that shot on target. He did well though. He was tussling with the defender Dinesh Singh Subham. Won the battle. Got a leg onto it as well, trying to chip the goalkeeper. And if that would have been on target, that was going in. No stopping it. Because Lionel Darren Rimney was committed. He was not stopping. Ches Singson now on the ball. Ches Singson trying to thread one ball in. Poor pass. Lomna Singh Zwala was the runner. Plenty of spaces opening up. We got 1 goal in the game. Could this be the only goal? Or will Sreenidi Deccan have something to say? Plenty of time remaining though. 24 minutes or so. Just unable to keep the ball inside play. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Sreenidi will get a throw in onto which Kipgen is standing. Kipgen looking for options right now. Goes long. Cleared away. Good first touch from Ashraf Franz Rodriguez. Now then Bryson Pereira feeds it on the left-hand side. FC Goa growing in confidence. Back to Bryson Pereira. Cut away. Good football. For a moment or so you thought Bryson Pereira was been found in the overlapping run. Louis Zangmilun pressing Konsumakar Singh. Still Konsumakar Singh is done well. Konsumakar Singh finding Mervyn Dominic Fernandez. This is Asher Rodriguez, goes back to his defender. Sreenidi Deccan emerging with the ball though. Louis Zangmilun turning, twisting. Lewis looking for options. Lewis has lost the possession. Now then FC Goa on the break. What a ball this is. This is Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. The Sreenidi boys are coming back in number. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail squares it up. Shot coming in. Just goes wide. There's Wellington with the effort. The substitute. Good football from FC Goa. And now you feel like the game is opening up end-to-end stuff. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail from his right-hand side. Wellington arriving late. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail feeds him. Shot coming in first time. Just goes wide. Inches away. And you feel like now, with the kind of chances FC Goa are getting, They feel like they should go and score the second as well, otherwise it can come back and haunt them. And you don't want that, do you? You don't want this 1-0 scoreline to turn into 1-1 if you're an FC Goa fan. Substitution lining up for Sreenidi Deccan. There's a number 15, Kondra Hemnath, was about to come in. It feels like Dinesh Singh Subham's race is run. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail once again on the ball. He's got Asher Rodriguez, who's been found. Asher puts it in. End-to-end stuff, end-to-end stuff. You can see Israel Gurung urging his boys to come back. As Sreenidi Deccan launch a counter. Lomna Singh Zuala on the ball now. Lomna Singh Zuala is floating one forward. The idea was to find Air Bolong. And who's going to be taken off now? Is it going to be Air Bolong, the number 18, who was also substituted in the previous game? Or is it going to be Dinesh Singh Subham, the striker? Because Kondra Hemnath is about to come in, the number 15. Sarvdaiwadi on the ball now. Goes to Jaidev Sharma. 20 minutes remain after this for Sreenidi Deccan to find something of significance, to find something meaningful, at least get one goal, at least get 1 point. Kipgen. A good header. Turning, twisting. Now then, Dinesh Singh Subham. Can he take on his defender, loses possession in the end? Dinesh Singh Subham has to be more resourceful than that. If you cannot take your defender, you have to hold the ball. Dinesh Singh Subham has to learn that early. Because in games like these, you cannot lose possession that early. FC Goa now. This is a different FC Goa we saw in the first half. A piece for an offside. There's no flag. Shot coming in. Good save. Now there's the referee's whistle coming into picture. But that was not for offside, that's for sure. Sreenidi defense line was appealing for an offside. 2 substitutions. It's Kondra Hemnath who comes alongside Dawala Naveen. And it's Air Bolong and Lamgunlal Kipgen who have been taken off. So I think that's good substitution. Because he's taken off a defender in the form of Lamgunlal Kipgen. Well, Lamgunlal Kipgen is a fullback and he's put in 2 offensive players. Kondra Hemnath is a forward and so is Dawala Naveen. He's an offensive midfielder. So I think the idea is pretty clear from Alvaro Andres Sergio in grosso modo. He wants his team to just play on the attacking football that they have been doing. And he's reinforced that offensive line. This is a substitute. Dawala Naveen, who's found a good ball in. And now then inside the box. Both the substitutes combining together. FC Goa will probably have to hold on for the next 18 minutes or so. Because it feels like Sreenidi Deccan, and the idea is pretty clear from the head coach. They want to go for the goal. They want to find that goal from somewhere. Zuala works a 1-2 with Jai Singson. Back to Zuala, puts the ball inside the box. Tackle coming in from behind. The referee sees nothing wrong into it. FC Goa emerge with the ball. This is Asher Rodriguez. Finds Wellington, who spreads the ball up high. What a pass this is to Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. And the first touch as well. And now then, Sangam on the ball. Sangam going inside, puts the ball in. Good football from FC Goa. Especially that switch of play coming in from Wellington Fernandez. And finding Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. And what a great first touch that was from Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Absolute delightful control. Sarvdaiwadi goes back to his goalkeeper. Suhat Koya will collect. 17 minutes or so remaining. This is a pulsating watch right now. Engaging is the word. Will there be a goal coming in for Sreenidi Deccan? That's the big question. I mean, on paper, if this is a FIFA game, if this is an EA Sports game, and if you look at the chances, yes, there should be a goal coming in for Sreenidi Deccan. And if you look at the calculators, the percentage, you have the metrics, it's in the favor of Sreenidi Deccan. So you feel like if this is an esports game, there should be a goal coming in. But this is a real football. And real football rewards confidence. As this is Dawala Naveen who shoots, blocked away. Coming back to it once again, FC Goa. Trying to build from the back. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail under pressure from Kondra Hemnath. They have given away the possession, FC Goa. Sreenidi Deccan, one thing you can give to their credit. Yes, they have not scored the goal, but they have played good football. Well, that's rare to see. That goes out to be a wrong throw-in. That's very rare, isn't it? Hardly you see those kind of things happening in professional football at this level. The Walla Navin probably was trying to take it too quick. He wins the ball back, the Walla Navin though. Lewis Zhang combining. Back to Lewis. Lewis has lost possession. This is Bryson Pereira. Living dangerously right now, Sreenidi Deccan. Back to the Walla Navin now. He's got plenty of space to run into. There's the overlapping run. Naveen finds one ball forward. Just too much on the touch, I believe. Still will keep the play. Contra him not tussling. Will be a throw-in for Sreenidi Deccan, I believe. All right then, this is absolutely poised up for the next 15 minutes or so. The last 15 minutes. And right now, FC Goa leading 1-0. That could change though. There's a man down. He will receive some treatment. He is okay to continue. There's the thumbs up. Feels like that's the number 67. That's Sangam. Sangam Subhash Shetty, who's been brought on as a substitute. Early substitute in the first half. Sangam is going to be okay to continue. Coming back to it, live action continues. This is Sarodai Wadi on the ball. Wadi squares. Beg your pardon, that's Lewis Zhang. Ball played in forward. This is a good one. This is a good chance. Caught offside though. There was Roshan Zuala, who's been lively, still running on Roshan Zuala. He started as a right back. I mean, fullback's role in this team is very crucial. Both the fullbacks, now that Kipgen is taken off, but both the fullbacks, Kipgen and Roshan Zuala, have been industrious. They have been running tremendously. That work rate cannot be questioned. Roshan Zuala, each and every time train the attack, he's on his bike moving forward on the right hand side, but equally well does when he comes back in his defending, so needs a lot of strength, a lot of cardio coming into picture. 9:33 the Indian Standard Time right now. FC Goa back on attack. No nonsense defending by Sarodai Wadi, just clearing his line away. You can see more and more FC Goa players going down now. Trying to run down the clock. Time management at its finest. A narrow 1-goal advantage. This is where the game gets scrappy. This time Ashes Franz Rodriguez has to be stretched out. He's feeling the effect of it. Asher Franz Rodriguez. His morning is done. And if you look at back, his performance has been good. Asher Franz Rodriguez controlling the ball, controlling the tempo for FC Goa, is now being stretched out. Just maybe a cramp issue. Nothing serious, that's for sure. Substitutions would be coming in for FC Goa very shortly. Could it be Kavya Katkar, the goal scorer from the previous game? Instead, it's Ruel Goes, who's been given the chance. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail now in the meanwhile. Shot from distance. Straight to Suad Koya. Makes a good save. But you see, once again from the right hand side, Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. He's been found plenty of times. I just feel like if this continues, there's going to be another goal for FC Goa. This will be a free kick for Sreenidi Deccan as Ruel Goes, the midfielder, prepares to come on. Wellington Fernandez fouled. Well, Wellington Fernandez has gone down. He's holding his face. There's the confirmation of the substitution. Asher Franz Rodriguez, who was stretched out just moments before. Into his position comes Ruel Goes, the number 64, the midfielder. 10 minutes or so remaining for Ruel Goes to impress everybody. Wellington. Another switch of play comes in from Wellington. Brilliant ball to find Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Can he keep that inside the playing area? No, he cannot. But you can see Israel Gurung applauding the effort. Because Wellington Fernandez, ever since he has come on, he's been lively. And those changes have worked for Israel Gurung. Remember, Wellington Fernandez was brought into the mix during that, before that second half started. So Wellington Fernandez, he's made the difference. He's a midfielder that sits in tight, spreads the play really well. Sreenidi Deccan combining now. This is Kondra Hemnath. Good touch. Kondra Hemnath still going on, lays it off. Now then Jai Singson. He goes to the right hand side. Rosung Zuala. Could he put a cross inside the box? Rosung Zuala turning. Rosung Zuala going forward, still going on. Loses possession in the end, just too much maybe. Sreenidi Deccan, you feel like last 10 minutes or so they had to throw the kitchen sink at it. Tackle coming in strong. Referee sees nothing wrong into it. He felt like that could have been risky, could have been claims and shouts for penalty, but to be honest, no one complained. FC Goa players also continuing with it. That makes it a legitimate challenge. Back to Sheikh Mohammed Ismail on the right hand side. Sheikh takes on his defender. Will be a corner, I believe. Yes, it is. Well, right then. And this is a completely different FC Goa from what we saw in the first half. FC Goa in the first half were really trailing in terms of possession, in terms of chances created. Sreenidi Deccan had the upper hand, but this time around the second half, since scoring that first goal, the entire mood has changed as Ruel goes. Gets on the corner duty, is the substitute who's been brought on recently for Ashraf Franz Rodriguez. And expect a left foot curler coming inside the box. He's got support in the form of Brassen Pereira. He's not going to go short. Ruel Goes. Left foot ball inside the box. Danger still looming in. Bicycle attempt. What a goal! Absolutely tremendous. But has that been ruled out for an offside? What a strike this is. Take nothing away from it. Take nothing away from the strike. It just feels like it's been ruled out for... Referee blew his whistle, to be honest. And take nothing away from that strike, though. What a piece of effort that was. Bicycle attempt. There goes to show the quality of football in India. I mean, you can see that clearly. All they need is just more game time, continuous efforts. And this is what the RFDL is doing, right? I mean, if you look at the quality, there's going to be no question as the teams keep on continuously improving. Right then, Sreenidi Deccan. For a moment or so, you felt that could have been a chance. Instead, Rosung Zuala unable to get that, keep that inside. It will be a goal kick. And not much time remaining for Sreenidi Deccan, though. It could be the only goal that separates both these sides. And as of right now, that is the only goal. Scored in by Wesley. That's most separates the two teams. Wesley's goal. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail trying to feed that run. Strong tackle comes in from Sean Francis Fernandez. Well, but in the end, this will be in the favor of Sreenidi Deccan. Not much time remaining for them, those 6 minutes plus stoppages. Lomna Singh Zuala, the captain, left foot ball, finds Dawala Nawin. Poor touch from Dawala Nawin, just not on his right frame of mind. It just feels like Sreenidi Deccan, they have lost their cutting edge now. Not much remaining in the tank. The head coach has thrown his substitutions, not happening. And FC Goa enjoying a lot of spaces, and especially on this right-hand side. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail, I don't know, I've lost count how many times Sheikh Mohammed Ismail has found himself running on those wings. And Sreenidi, they can have no response to this right-hand side. They cannot cut the chances in. And that continues to happen. FC Goa will go and find the second as well. Shot coming in from distance. Suhat Koya controls it nicely. With 5 minutes or so remaining in this game. Sreenidi Deccan, what a ball this is though. Nearly you felt this is an inch perfect delivery for Dinesh Singh Subham. But in the end, a bit too heavy. And the goalkeeper collecting this one. Both the goalkeepers have done a good job, to be honest. For Sreenidi Deccan, there's Suhat Koya. Yes, he's been beaten once, but I don't think he could have done much. Suhat Koya, that was from the corner, ball breaking inside the box. That's from a free kick, beg your pardon. Brassen Pereira took the free kick. Ball breaking inside the box. Shot coming in from a very close distance. This is Dawala Nawin. Trying to combine with Kondra Hemna, Dawala Nawin. The two substitutes does not work in their favor. And the goalkeeper for FC Goa as well, that's Lionel Dalrimni. There have been few occasions where he's been called upon and he's done good. So you got to give credit to both the goalkeepers. But it just feels like a cagey affair, 1-0. FC Goa will take all 3 points if things remain like this. This is Lewis who's fed Rusing Zuala. Rusing Zuala waiting for options. Lays it off, shot comes in. Straight to Rimney. This is what we've been talking about. Rimney has done good. This was the substitute, Dawala Nawin, who's been fed. A shot coming in from the edge of the box, straight to the goalkeeper though. Good football once again from Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Found himself in spaces. This is Sean Francis Fernandez. Goes for the Trivela. Straight to Suhat Koya. Nice idea though from Sean Francis Fernandez. And that Trivela outside of the boot finish. And remember, if you watch European football, and there's a guy called Ricardo Quaresma. He was famous for his Trivelas as Dawala Nawin. Has lost possession. Israel Gurung is really happy with Brassen Pereira, the one who won the possession for his team. Feeds Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Ball inside the box. Just goes wide in the end. It felt like this was a touch from an FC Goa player. Cheeky attempt was that Sangam. I think it's Sangam who's gone down the number 67. That was an effort from him. But before that was Brassen Pereira winning the ball for FC Goa, feeding Sheikh Mohammed Ismail who put a ball inside the box. But Israel Gurung, you got to give credit to him. The changes he's made, his Roshan Zuala gets on the ball. The kind of changes that Israel Gurung has made for his team has worked in his favor, especially bringing in Wellington Fernandez. And then the goal scorer as well, that's Wesley. He's been playing a bit high. You can see he's passionate, Israel Gurung, on the touchline. He's really passionate, applauding his boys. But equal credits to the head coach for Sreenidi Deccan, that's Alvaro Andre Mota. Yes, his team is trailing right now. They've lost the first game 3-2. But you got to give credit to him as well. You saw him during that first time whistle, coming onto the pitch, applauding the boys. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail trying to control with his chest, losing possession in the end. Just remember, this is a long tournament though. Each team will play 10 games. So the format's pretty simple. 12 teams separated in two groups, Group A and Group B. This is Group A, 6 teams in this group. Each team will get 5 games. And then the return leg, once again 5 games. That equals to 10 games in total. So it's a long tournament, as this time around, this is Mirza Abbas Ali back, who finally comes in. Remember, Mirza was a starter in the previous game. He's a regular starter, Mirza, and now has been brought on. This is Lewis Zangmillan, the creative midfielder, who's been taken off, as Rimni, the goalkeeper, receiving some treatment from the physiotherapist. Rimni. Oh, well then, is it too late to make that substitution, Mirza Abbas Ali? Usually the right winger, Mirza, is going to be interesting where he starts on. Alvaro Andremuta, the head coach for Sreenidi Deccan. He's done everything he can. He's throwing in his substitutes. He's brought Dawala Navin, he's brought Kondra Hemnath, and now he's brought Mirza Abbas Ali back. So 3 substitutions from him. As you see, Israel Gurung also making a substitution. Kavya Sunil Katkar, the goal scorer from the previous game, comes in. You could remember Kavya Sunil Katkar scoring that second goal for FC Goa in their 3-1 win over Diamond Harbour. 5 minutes at a time, that's the confirmation from the 4th official. Well, 5 minutes is plenty of time. If Sreenidi Deccan can go and find that late equalizer, there's going to be plenty of drama then. Can there be a late equalizer coming in though? It just feels like FC Goa would not want that to happen. Not their fans as well. No one wants that. If you're supporting FC Goa, you don't want an equalizer. And this win will consolidate their position on top of Group A. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. And this is Bryson Pereira combining. And back to Sheikh Mohammed Ismail. Support arriving. Sheikh Mohammed Ismail puts the ball in, cleared away. Well, this is absolute chaos. A howler in that defensive backline. FC Goa have doubled their lead. And now that's confirmed. 3 points will belong to FC Goa. Suhad Koya with the easiest of catches. Should have been the easiest of catches. Instead, fumbles, lack of focus. FC Goa have been rewarded. And for all the hard work Sreenidi Deccan have put in, now you can surely tell this game has gone away from their hands. It's FC Goa who will take the 3 points. It's FC Goa who will remain at the top of the table. Sreenidi Deccan, as things stand right now, going bottom of the table. 2 games, 2 losses. And just does not feel a fair reflection of their performance. Creating those chances, building attacks. But now finally, all that persistence, all that hard work will not be rewarded, as FC Goa will take all 3 points. That's confirmed. That should have been a regulation save from Suhad Koya. This is Kondra Hemnath, who's been found on the left-hand side now. Dawala Navin coming in support. This is Dawala Navin. 2 substitutes combining. Dawala puts the ball inside the box. Well, the less talked about it, the better. Straight to the keeper, Rimni, who collects the ball, who goes down in the end, just ticking off the clock. FC Goa, they don't need to do something heroic. Just keep the possession, keep the ball to themselves. Game management at its finest, isn't it? 2 goals to the good. You don't want to do something heroic now. A lot of learnings for Sreenidi Deccan and these boys. I'm sure they will come back responding. Remember, it's a long tournament, 8 games remaining after this. So yes, they have lost the first 2, but plenty of time remaining to make a comeback. This time around, Suhad Koya collects gently. Makes no error. Lomna Sangzuala tries feeding Valbon in. Played in forward. Well, will be a goal kick, that's for sure. Well, that was Jaidev Sharma. If you watch at that goal once again, the second one will count as an own goal, that's for sure. FC Goa were building the attack. It was Sheikh Mohammad Ismail with a left foot ball inside the box. Jaidev Sharma tried clearing it away. Jaidev Sharma got a touch onto this one. The ball rose up in the air. Should have been a regulation catch for the goalkeeper Suhad Koya, who jumps and then absolutely loses the grasp of the ball, and it goes in the back of the net. Much to the joy and delight of FC Goa and Israel Gurung, 2-0. Well then, into the last minute of the stoppage time now, in the last few seconds, but I'm sure the referee will add some more time. And to be honest, the match referee, that's Manish Vasisht, he's done a good job. He's let the game flow in, showed the cards whenever he needed to, has not had much delays, interceptions, apart from the needed ones, the injuries and all. He's let the game flow in. Manish Vasisht, gotta give him credit. There it is. Full time at the MFA ground in Shillong, and FC Goa walk away with all 3 points, sealing a confident 2-0 victory to strengthen their position in Group A of the national stages. Handshakes all around in grosso modo alongside Israel Gurung. It was a game that stayed tight for the first 45 minutes, but Goa completely flipped the momentum. End of the 90s, Sreenidi Deccan 0, FC Goa 2. Their intensity rose, their passing became sharper, and their front line finally found the rhythm. First goal coming in from Wesley, and then the second, an error from the goalkeeper Suhad Koya. And that's it. FC Goa, 2 games, 2 wins, top of the table with 6 points. Sreenidi Deccan, 2 games, 2 losses. They are at the bottom of the table right now. Plenty of discussion and plenty of learning from them. It's been an absolute delight once again tuning in with all the fans on the Reliance Foundation YouTube channel. And these players gave it their all on the pitch, and the fans in the comment section and the viewing box. It's been an absolute delight serving once again. Look at the match statistics. Sreenidi Deccan, 45% ball possession, 9 chances, 5 shots on target, unable to convert any shots into goals. For FC Goa, 55% of possession, 9 chances for them as well, 5 shots on target, 2 of them turning into goal. They take all 3 points, and they will head on with a lot of confidence. For Sreenidi Deccan, a lot of discussion, a lot of questions. And coming back onto it, this game may be done and dusted, but do not go anywhere. We will be back with the second game of the day. This is gonna be Mohan Bagan Super Giants taking on Diamond Harbour FC. That's 11:30 a.m. in the morning, live from the MFA ground in Shillong. Stay tuned with us. My name is Kumar Satyam. I'm signing off.
Second down.